Hey guys, what's up? It's AJ, back in another video. Today we're going on over how to play Kenshi. Just going over some basics, how to get started, and how to enjoy the game. Alright, let's get started. So first of all, you're going to choose your beginning. So you can do Wanderer, the Wandering Trader, and there's a bunch of other ones. Most difficult one is starting out as a slave, and you have to break free, and then, or rock bottom. That one's pretty difficult as well. But I suggest if you're new to the game, you start as a wanderer or wandering trader. You'll start off with some money as a wanderer, and yeah, you start off in the hub, and you start from there. So also, before you get started, you want to go over to advanced options here, so you can change a few of the settings here, just to make things easier. You can turn off bandits loot the player. Turning this off makes it a lot easier, because then if bandits kill you, they don't take all your stuff. Also prospecting, easy prospecting. This allows you to go over the land without having a super high science level, so that's useful as well. But yeah, you can change these if you want or not. Obviously, if you change these, you can make it easier or harder. Hunger time, this is a nice one to change. So I would suggest like putting this up to maybe 2 or 3, just so you starve a little less quickly. And yeah, alright, let's begin. Now to the character development screen. So you can change your race, and then even sub race, and then this can change your race stats. So we'll just start out as a human. We go Scorchlander, and then you can do male or female. And yeah, let's get it started. Alright, and now we're loaded in. We are at the hub, right next to Squin, and that's a pretty good city to be at. But I like the hub as well. It's fairly centrally located. There's quite a few different regions around it. So yeah, so starting the game, you want to make cats. Cats is the currency in the game. So when you get started, you start with an iron club and pants, but basically at the beginning, anyone can kill you. So I suggest putting on block. This instantly increases your defense by 20 and your dodge by 20. So this will make it slightly less difficult to be killed, but you're still fairly weak. So first thing you want to do is come over here. There is a copper resource. You can speed up the game, have your character run over, and also whenever they run, increase their stats. So athletics increases as they run, and then laboring increases as they mine the copper. So yeah, so you'll see the copper going up slowly. It's going to take a bit because he's a very low level, but it does get slightly faster. Alright, so while we are mining the copper, we got one piece. You can right click that and put it in your inventory, but you do have to be careful and wait, because that'll slow how fast you can run. So over here is a group of hungry bandits. They will attack you. So yeah, basically whenever you see them, especially when you're starting the game, you want to stay away. Luckily it looks like they're going to the city, and we should be safe here. Alright, now that we've got our 3 copper, let's head back to the town and make sure we avoid these bandits. And if these bandits do start to attack you, I suggest you run back into the town, just so the people in the town can help you. Especially go to the bar, because they have a bunch of guards there, and they have really high stats, and they can kill all the bandits pretty easily. So now once you're inside the bar, you want to right click, have your character walk over, let's trade, and now you can sell this copper for 226 each, which is pretty good. Then you can buy some food if you need any food. I'm just going to buy 1 piece of food just so I have some. You can buy weapons. Really, you can buy so much stuff. You can buy building materials, which allows you to build. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff. So another thing you can do at the bar is recruit people. There'll be recruits everywhere really. So just go over here. Need yourself a gunner, maybe how much. So they charge between 3,000 cats are the cheapest. 6,000's average. Most of them charge 6,000 to be recruited. I don't have that right now. Let's go over to him. 6,000. See, so it does cost quite a bit. Oh, here's a mercenary. So you can hire these people for just a few days, just to be your bodyguard, but you don't have them permanently. So I suggest going with the recruits when you can and have the money. So yeah, so towards the beginning, you want to mine a bunch of copper, and then once you can hire someone, try and find someone that's just 3,000 cats. So then you can have two people going between the copper and selling the copper, and then until you get enough money to buy your first home here. So this shack is only 1,500, which isn't much at all. So I would suggest buying it once you have a few characters. So yeah, now we're gonna head to. Actually, we're not gonna head to Squin. We're gonna head over to the Shinobi Thieves. So this Thieves Tower, almost every city has a Shinobi Thieves watchtower. So you can always run to them if you need anything. But before you can, you have to talk to the guy. So this is the thief boss. Asked to join. It's a fee. It's 10,000 cats, which is quite a bit. So I suggest getting 3 or 4 recruits, then buying the small shack here and setting up base, and then I would suggest trying to maybe join the guild, as they do have perks. As you can go in, you can train. Let me just run in here really quick. They don't like it when you run in here, but let's see. So for example, you can go up here, use their training dummies. All the training dummies, they help you train, get better. I'm pretty sure that, yeah. So they ask you to stop, and if you don't stop, they will kill you. So yeah, you have to join first before you can use their stuff and have their defense. So I'm gonna hop over on my other save and just show you some of the stuff I have and how it's laid out and how I make a bunch of cats and how I progress. Alright, so now that we're on the other save, this is where I've bought this house. I actually bought this house over here, and I've got a pretty big base over there. But I'll just show you my first base. I haven't really touched it since I got the next bigger one. But basically, I put down some general storage chests, and you can do this by clicking the build menu over here. I have a lot more buildings than you'll have at the beginning. But at the beginning, you can just build tech. So you want to do small research bench, which I have right there. And this is where you can, so you want to walk over here. You can use the small research bench, click show research, and you need books to research most things at the beginning. And then the higher you get, it might require stuff like ancient science books or engineering books. And yeah, so, but most of it just takes time and a few books to research. And yeah, this is how you improve your tech. But like the core thing are the tech levels, so it goes up to tech level 6. So at the beginning, this is just the tech level 1. Then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they all get slightly bigger, so you can't fit the size 2 or 3 in here. So that's why I had to buy this home. So another thing I really suggest is not trying to make too many enemies, as so if you go over to map, faction, you can see your standings with all of the factions you've encountered. So once you have a base and an outpost set up, it'll show like the next raid or upcoming events. Usually if there's a raid within like a couple days, it'll tell you, so it's nice, you can prepare for that. But back to the factions, you can see like Dustman has some -78. It's red, meaning they'll attack you if they see you. Same with Starving Bandits. And yeah, basically if it's negative at all, they do not allow you in their city. So here's the Shinobi Thieves. I'm at plus 100 because I joined them. So, but if I were to like attack them, that would obviously go down until I would be red. So I suggest not making too many enemies, as they will attack your bases and try and kill you. So now over to squads. I just have one squad by 15 people in it. As you can see, you can just keep recruiting more and more people. The squad maxed out at 20, but you can make multiple squads. You can have a total of 30 people, but there are mods that you can go up to 256 recruitment, which I might do as I'm already at 15 people, and I definitely can recruit a lot more as I have tons of cats. So now let's check out the second house I had. So over here, this is a copper storage, which as you can see, if you go over to storage and then storage copper, just place it down in here. It costs 1 iron plates to build it, and you can buy that at the bar here. So what you can do that's nice is you can assign your all your characters jobs. As you can see here, he's got tons of jobs. Oh, and then this is the research bench 2. The second floor, I've got some beds up here and a training dummy. So yeah, now let's go over to my base over here, and I'll show you all the different jobs all my characters have. So I have 3 people working these. So they're medic, just in case anyone gets injured. They're operating the stone machine, which is this right here, which creates building materials. And then they're also operating the stone mine, which gets the stone. Then they bring the stone there, which makes building materials. And then I have one of them to haul the building materials from the machine over to the storage. And then this allows us to have tons of building materials. Then over here, I've got Fumin. He just so we just recently had some bandits attack us. Yep, hungry bandits. We stopped them, but we need him to haul the corpses and put them in the corpse furnace, as when there are a bunch of bodies, they do attract animals, and then animals will attack as well. But yeah, they all have their own jobs. They're working on getting the iron resource, and then putting in the refinery, and then putting it in storage. We have our storage full, but we did make another one. And then here's our copper storage. Copper is probably one of the best ways still to make money, even at the point I'm at. And I have Rucka and Kang going from the copper resource, and then they're taking it straight back to the copper storage. And yeah, that's my current base. Once you start getting bases, you want these food storages just to allow people to eat and have food. Some of my people are starving a bit, so I might want to run over to the little bar over here. Ad'll quickly make his way here, and then run inside, talk to him. And then you really want to buy books, as you can research tons of stuff with them. I'm just going to buy a bit of food as well, because my group needs it. And yeah, this is where you want to sell your copper as well. The only thing that's a little difficult is they only have a certain amount of money, and once they're out of money, then they can't buy any more stuff. But if you want, you can buy like green fruit or like just food from these people, or anything you don't have, just to put some money back in to their bank. Yeah, so I think a very important thing in this game is just to make sure your people are working and just doing stuff. This will allow you to always just progress through the game and not get stuck. So see, once I put the food in there, quite a few people are a little hungry, so some of them are running there. And I will just, so currently I'm building another base over here. I really like this base location. Just zoom out so you can see where it is. It's nice and flat. It has a bunch of animals around it, which is good just for food. As you can see, it's fairly big, and it's going to take a lot of time for the materials. So that is why I have these pack bulls. Pack bulls, when you put a backpack on them, they can carry mass amounts of resources around. You can buy these there'll be a traveling animal vendor, and you can buy the pack bulls for about 6,000 cats each. And yeah, they're very useful, as you can. I mean, I could never carry this much copper, but it still runs fairly fast, as you can see. So yeah, it's very useful. Overall, I really like the game, enjoy it, as there's so many possibilities in what you can do. Um, if you want, you could just be a solo player and try and just play this game with one character, or have a whole army of hundreds of people if you get the 256 recruitment mod, which is in the workshop on Steam. Or you can try and make enemies with many nations, or you can try and take over nations with your armies. And yeah, there's just so many possibilities in this game, and I have even completed the game, but I'm really enjoying the game. And yeah, hopefully this explains the basics of the game and how to enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I really appreciate it. And yeah, see you next video.